Pitch has got some real bounce. Expect the bowlers to exploit the conditions. Umpires and fielders step in. Game's about to start. First power play starts, a crucial phase for scoring. Batsman slashes hard but gets a top edge. Single to get off the mark. Swings hard, but gets a bottom edge. Can't get it past the fielder. That's hit the top half of the bat. Couldn't judge the length. That's a marvellous effort ball, gained considerable extra bounce. Pushes it down the leg side. Off the mark with a run. The ball is high up in the air. It's anyone's call. Edge and it's flown away. 4 runs. It's high up in the air. Gets double for that. That was a tough over for the bowler. Right arm fast bowler from over the wicket. That's gone in the air. Batsman is just toying with the field now. That's right out of the middle of the bat. Batsman gets 3 for that. Fielding changes are done. Really hit that hard. Great awareness from the batsman. Took advantage of the field change. That's played gently by the batsman. Two runs added to the score, keeps the scoreboard ticking. That's hit on the top of the bat. And again the same result. Batsman fails to get bat on ball. Bowler has been expensive in this over. In the air. The result is a single. A gentle touch from the batsman. Batsman finds the boundary. Solid push right out of the middle. 6 runs coming off it already. This is going to be a big one. And that's a gentle push. That's a superb off-cutter. Batsman pushes it gently, perfectly behind the ball. 1 run added to the scoreboard. Batsman finds the contact. Batsmen need to score at a rate of 5. An expensive over. Batsman continues on his merry way. Timing could have been better. Batsman gets a single. An outside edge. A streaky 4, that's raced to the boundary. What a sight for the bowler. The ball crashes into the stumps. Up in the air. Off the mark with a boundary. Smashes it. Excellent effort ball from the bowler. Just a soft touch right out of the middle of the bat. That will be a boundary. It has been an interesting over. That was just a push from the batsman. Batsman pockets a single. Batsman plays a leg glance. 2 runs added to the score. That's a gentle push from the batsman. A leg cutter of the highest order. He's misjudged it. The ball has hit the handle of the bat. Current run rate is around 11. Terrific strike from the batsman. Fielder does well, and no runs added to the total. Gentle knock by the batsman. Good over that, considering the match situation. That's in the air. There is a single to offer. He's swung hard at that, but it's a top edge. Batsman got really lucky there, has not timed it well, but still got a boundary. What a shot. Has really connected that one. Batsman continues to dominate. Been a costly over so far. Batsman gets the bat on ball. Required run rate is close to 5. He's just nudged it into the leg side. That's 30 runs with this bat. It has been a good knock. Goes for a big hit, but it's a bottom edge. That's not too far from the bowler. Another great over for the batsman. Worrying signs for the fielding team. Batsman gets the connection. Fails to run it past the fielder. That's bowled. Batsman's streak with the bat comes to an end after a score of 31. Back-to-back wickets for the bowler on a hat-trick now. Batsman loses the bat on the first ball. Batsman whips it powerfully. Batsman will get a single and he is off the mark. That was pushed tamely by the batsman. 2 runs added to the total. A big heave, the ball is soaring in the air. That will be 4. Great over from the bowler, trying to pull things back a little. It's up in the air. Batsman is just toying with the field now. Comes off the bottom of the bat. Batsman collects a single. Batsman slashed that ball. It's gone for 4. Interesting field change here. They're trying to plug those gaps. Struck the top part of the bat, nowhere near the sweet spot. 2 runs added to the scoreboard. Batsman gets the contact. Consecutive doubles for the batsman. Just gets back on ball. Timing could be better. That's 30-run milestone for the batsman. Time to raise the bat. Gone, clean bowled. The bowler has sent the stumps flying. Batsman loses the bat after a score of 6. He's gone for the big hit, but could manage only a top edge. That's a heart-stopping moment for the batsman. Takes the inside edge. Back-to-back boundaries for the batsman. Changes to the fielding now, trying to contain the run flow. Oh, that's bold. Batsman's score with this bat is 8. New bat comes into play. Close one just past the stumps. That's a proper leg cutter. That's a clean catch by the keeper. A duck with this bat. That's an economical over. Good bowling. Right arm fast bowler from over the wicket. The ball's disappeared into the clouds. Great awareness from the batsman. Took advantage of the field change. Batsman is able to connect. 1 run available there. Batsman smashed that ball. The required run rate is around 4. Tries to smash it, but it's a bottom edge. A fielder is present there. Oh, that was close to the wickets. That's a lightning knock. Batsman is still adapting to the conditions. Has been a good over for both the teams. Batsman finds the contact. Stopped by the fielder. Timing could have been better. Batsman is scoring runs at a good strike rate of 158. That's hit high on the bat. Batsman managed only 1. Runs in the over so far. The bails are off. That was a fantastic delivery right through the gate. A neat push by the batsman. Off the mark with a single. Batsman gently taps the ball. Batsman needs to score 174 runs from 234 balls. Batsman gets the bat on ball. 1 run added to the score. That's played gently by the batsman. Required run rate is hovering around 4. That's some steep bounce. Great effort ball. That's hit with tremendous power. Added 3 to the tally. A gentle touch from the batsman. 1 run added to the tally. That's a fantastic effort ball. Bowler extracted considerable extra bounce on that occasion. It's a solid push right out of the middle. That's a single. Batsman gets the connection. Batsman earns a couple. He's given that absolutely everything. Ball runs away for 4. He's not got that from the middle. It's hit high on the bat. That's a superb leg cutter. That's hit the splice of the bat. Could not generate any power. Batsman requires to get 159 runs in 223 deliveries. And that's a gentle push. Batsman maintaining a run rate of 9. An expensive over comes to an end. Momentum shifting towards the batsman. Extra bounce. Bowler got it to rise sharply. That's muscled. 1 run added to the scoreboard. Batsman thrashed the ball hard. That's 2 important runs added to the total. Batsman gets the contact. Boom! That's an effort ball with some serious bounce. And he's absolutely smashed that one. Required run rate is nearly 4. Just gets bat on ball. Timing could be better. Batsmen need to score at a rate of 4. It has been a productive over for both sides. That's well struck. The bowler has just produced a good off-cutter. Batsman pushes it gently, perfectly behind the ball. Added 2 to the tally. Couldn't score off this ball. That's a marvellous effort ball, gained considerable extra bounce. Nicely clipped away off the pads. Batsman will collect 2. Batsman is able to connect. Has been a good over for both the teams. Right arm off spinner from over the wicket. That's a tremendous strike. The ball flew off the bat. Batsman is just toying with the field now. Batsman finds the contact. Fielder stops this. Batsman absolutely trashed the ball. Run rate needed is roughly 4. He's lofted it, the ball is sky high. Fielder makes no mistake. Batsman's streak with the bat comes to an end after a score of 26. He's tried to smash that one, but it's taken the outside edge. Excellent effort ball from the bowler. That's a magnificent strike. Gets off the mark with a boundary. There, power play 2 signalled. More protection in the deep now. The batsman has deftly guided it towards the leg side. Straight to the fielder. He's worked that one nicely into the leg side. That's a stunning off-cutter. Dot ball, good delivery. That's some steep bounce, great effort ball. Batsman needs to adjust his foot based on the length of the ball. Timing could have been better. That's an excellent over. Good cricket from the fielding team. Batsman gets the bat on ball. Batsman gets a couple. Good judgment. No need to play at that. Hits the bottom of the bat. Batsman collects a single. Just a soft touch right out of the middle of the bat. Gets double for that. Batsman gets the connection. 1 run available there. Umpire calls it a wide. Stopped by the keeper. This has gone up. Terrific catch by the fielder. That's a fantastic effort ball. Bowler extracted considerable extra bounce on that occasion. That's right out of the middle of the bat. A couple to get off the mark. Exciting cricket in that over. He's beautifully glanced it off his legs. Ball finds the fielder. Really hit that hard. An absolute peach of an off-cutter. 2 runs added to the score, keeps the scoreboard ticking. Batsman gets the contact. 3 runs coming off it already. This is going to be a big one. It's gone miles up in the air. Just about clears the fence. It's gone up. The result is 2. That's a costly over. Bowler just couldn't find the right line and length. That was just a push from the batsman. Can't get it past the fielder. That's a gentle push from the batsman. Smashes it. Good over so far, trying to dry up the runs. Was looking to just guide the ball, but it's a top edge. Extra bounce. Bowler got it to rise sharply. That's gone into the clouds. That's a boundary. Hits the toe end of the bat. Batsman will get 2 for that. Expensive over. Batsman looking to get ahead in the game. The ball has struck the handle of the bat. Boom! That's an effort ball with some serious bounce. Just gets bat on ball. Timing could be better. He's edged that one, but it's gone for 4. Fortune favours the brave. Gentle knock by the batsman. 5 runs coming off it already. This is going to be a big one. That was pushed tamely by the batsman. 2 runs added to the score. A meek push by the batsman. Back-to-back doubles from the batsman. Batsman is able to connect. That's a marvellous effort ball, gained considerable extra bounce. The ball is high up in the air. It's anyone's call. 1 run added to the score. Terrific strike from the batsman. First milestone for the batsman. Total score is 30. Time to raise the bat. What a shot. Has really connected that one. Batsman trying to increase the momentum. That's gone in the air. A huge defeat for the batsman in the end. It has been a great display of batting. Well played. Keeper takes a neat catch. Batsmen score with this bat. First ball, umpire signals start of power play 1. Batsman could only slice thin air. Batsman finds the contact. Excellent effort ball from the bowler. Plays it down the leg side. That's 4, off the mark in style. Batsman gently taps the ball. That's 4 more for the batsman. Batsman has forced a change in the field. That's played gently by the batsman. Fielder does well, and no runs added to the total. Expensive over for the fielding side. Right arm fast bowler from over the wicket. A gentle touch from the batsman. Two runs added to the total. No runs added to the tally. In the air. That's an excellent catch by the fielder. This bat's contribution is 3. Batsman couldn't score. Close shave. The ball misses the stumps by a whisker. It's a solid push right out of the middle. That's a boundary and batsman is off the mark. A tug of war in that over. Both the bowler and batsman had their moments. And that's a gentle push. Fails to run it past the bowler. Batsman slashed that ball. That's gone the distance. Bowler has a disappointing economy rate of 10. That's some steep bounce. Great effort ball. Batsmen need to watch the ball closely. Batsman pushes it gently, perfectly behind the ball. Good over for the fielding side. Batsman still on top though. Batsman whips it powerfully. Great awareness from the batsman. Took advantage of the field change. Batsman slashed that ball. Looked like a catch for a moment. Up in the air. Turning out to be another great over for the batsman. Just a soft touch right out of the middle of the bat. Fails to run it past the fielder. Attempts a soft push, but it's a bottom edge. The required run rate is around 5. Batsman smashed that ball. Batsman will get a boundary. An expensive over. Batsman continues on his merry way. That was just a push from the batsman. Almost a catch for the fielder. timing could have been better. Run rate at this moment is roughly 8. Batsman gets the bat on ball. Oh, what a ball. An off-cutter of the highest quality. That's a gentle push from the batsman. Stopped by the fielder. A gentle knock by the batsman. 1 run added to the tally. That's in the air. A simple catch put down at mid-wicket. 2 runs added to the scoreboard. That's a superb off-cutter. A big heave, the ball is soaring in the air. A slight misfield by the fielder. He's pushed at the ball, but it's taken the edge. Another boundary for the batsman. It's called a wide. Moves to the keeper. Batsman gets the connection. 9 runs coming off it already. This is going to be a big one. That was pushed tamely by the batsman. That's a single. He swung at the ball, but it's taken the inside edge. 30 runs and counting. Batsmen should look to keep up the good work. Fielding has been updated. A neat push by the batsman. Another great over for the batsman. Worrying signs for the fielding team. Batsman gets the contact. Fielder stops this. That was a close shave, very close to the stumps. Batsman gently taps the ball. Very good bowling, trying to pull the scoring rate back. That's come off the top of the bat. That's a fantastic effort ball. Bowler extracted considerable extra bounce on that occasion. Current run rate is close to 8. That's a lightning knock. That goes all the way for 4. Excellent bowling. Managed to keep the batsman quiet. That's played gently by the batsman. Straight to the fielder. Just gets bat on ball. Timing could be better. The result is a single. That's hit the top half of the bat. Couldn't judge the length. Required run rate is hovering around 5. A gentle touch from the batsman. Ball finds the fielder. And he's got it. The keeper makes it look so easy. Batsman's streak with the bat comes to an end after a score of 20. That's hit with tremendous power. Finds the boundary and batsman is off the mark. Great over from the bowler, trying to pull things back a little. Batsman smashed that ball. Batsman is just toying with the field now. It's up in the air. That's not too far from the fielder. Off the edge, yet it's flown for the boundary. Changes are done to the fielding. Batsman is able to connect. Batsman continues to dominate. Been a costly over so far. Batsman slashes hard and gets an edge. That was close to the fielder. That's a proper off-cutter. It's a solid push right out of the middle. Yet another expensive over fielding team struggling to contain the run flow. Batsman finds the contact. It's not a convincing shot from the batsman, but he will take it. Simple catch to the fielder. Batsman loses the bat after a score of 13. Batsman gets a new bat. And that's a gentle push. 4 runs in the over so far. Batsman pushes it gently, perfectly behind the ball. Single and batsman is off the mark. Top quality strike by the batsman. That's 50 for the batsman. Time to raise the bat. He's given that absolutely everything. That's a 4. Some thrilling contest between bat and ball in that over. Bowled him. The batsman missed that one and the stumps are a mess. Batsman's score with this bat is 1. He's lofted it, the ball is sky high. That will be 4 and batsman is off the mark. That's muscled. That's gone for 4 as well. There's a field change. Fielders being moved around. Timing could have been better. 1 run added to the scoreboard. Just a soft touch right out of the middle of the bat. The bowler has just produced a good off-cutter. Required run rate is nearly 4. Some good entertainment in that over. Right arm leg spinner from over the wicket. It's a balanced field for this over. Looking for wickets, but there's some protection too. This has gone up. Just out of the reach for the fielder. Great awareness from the batsman. Took advantage of the field change. Batsman thrashed the ball hard. Oh, it's a biggie. Got hold of that one all right. Fielding changes are done. Bowled him. The batsman has chopped it onto his stumps. This bat's contribution is 68. That was just a push from the batsman. Plays it back to the bowler. No run there. That's a gentle push from the batsman. The result is single and batsman is off the mark. Terrific strike from the batsman. That's a monster 6. That's an interesting over. Glances it. Batsman earns a couple. Batsman thrashed the ball hard. Safe, but that was close to the fielder. It's gone up. Batsman gets a single. Batsman gets the bat on ball. Required run rate is close to 4. That's hit on the top of the bat. There was in this field. That's a costly over. Bowler just couldn't find the right line and length. Right arm leg spinner from over the wicket. Batsman gets the connection. Batsman pockets a single. And he's absolutely smashed that one. Can't get it past the fielder. The ball is high up in the air. It's anyone's call. Batsman managed only 2 runs in the over so far. Slides the ball into the leg side. Current run rate is around 10. Really hit that hard. That's gone miles. That's gone in the air. Batsman finds the boundary. Expensive over. Batsman looking to get ahead in the game. No runs added by the batsman. That's well struck. That was hit too close to the fielder. A narrow escape indeed. That's a tremendous strike. The ball flew off the bat. Batsman absolutely trashed the ball. Batsman requires to get 128. Runs in. 212. Deliveries. That's clean bowled. Batsman's streak with the bat comes to an end after a score of 22. Oh, just misses the stumps. That's an economical over. Good bowling. Right arm leg spinner from over the wicket. That's a magnificent strike. There is a single to offer. It's a dot ball. Extra bounce. Bowler got it to rise sharply. That's right out of the middle of the bat. That's a heart-stopping moment for the batsman. In the air. Off the mark with a six, though. Really hit that hard. An expensive over comes to an end. Momentum shifting to power play 2. Can have 4 fielders outside the 30-yard circle. Batsman gets the contact. Boom! That's an effort ball with some serious bounce. Smashes it. That will be 4. Gentle knock by the batsman. That's 2 important runs added to the total. That was pushed tamely by the batsman. Fielder does well, and no runs added to the total. Terrific strike from the batsman. 30-run milestone has been reached. Time to raise the bat. Long off is brought to straight long off. A meek push by the batsman. That's a stunning off-cutter. That's a costly over. Bowler just couldn't find the right line and length. Goes for a mighty heave, but it's a bottom edge. 1 run available there. Up in the air. For a moment, that looked like a catch. It's gone for 4. Struck the top part of the bat, nowhere near the sweet spot. That's a marvellous effort ball, gained considerable extra bounce. That's in the air. Added 2 to the tally. What a shot. Has really connected that one. 1 run added to the score. Just gets bat on ball. Timing could be better. Expensive over. Batsman looking to get ahead in the game. Left arm medium fast from over the wickets. And he's bowled him. The stumps are shattered. Batsman loses the bat after a score of 37. able to connect. That's a loose delivery, a full toss. Bowler has been in control in this over till now. Excellent effort ball from the bowler. Batsman finds the contact. That's an excellent over. Good cricket from the fielding team. That's some steep bounce. Great effort ball. Bowled. What a beauty. Batsman's score with this bat is 10. Timing could have been better. Misfield by the fielder at forward square leg. Off the mark with a run. Batsman gets the bat on ball. Batsman gently taps the ball. That's an excellent over. Good cricket from the fielding team. Batsman whips it powerfully. Batsman is just toying with the field now. Batsman gets the connection. Straight to the bowler. That's played gently by the batsman. 5 runs coming off it already. This is going to be a big one. A gentle touch from the batsman. Batsman gets the contact. Can't get it past the bowler. It's a solid push right out of the middle. Right on medium fast from over the wicket. Batsman slashed that ball. Great awareness from the batsman. Took advantage of the field change. Just gets back on ball. Timing could be better. 1 run added to the tally. Batsman is able to connect. And that's a gentle push. Finds the edge. Batsman smashed that ball. Ball runs away for 4. An expensive over comes to an end. Momentum shifting towards the batsman. Batsman pushes it gently, perfectly behind the ball. That's a single. That's hit high on the bat. That's a fantastic effort ball. Bowler extracted considerable extra bounce on that occasion. Good over so far, trying to dry up the runs. Just a soft touch right out of the middle of the bat. Batsman finds the contact. The result is a single. That was just a push from the batsman. There's a stunning leg cutter. That's an economical over. Good bowling. Gentle push from the batsman. Batsman will collect 2. Timing could have been better. 1 run added to the scoreboard. That's a lightning knock. That's a cracker of a leg cutter. Batsman gets the bat on ball. That's hit with tremendous power. That's a boundary. He's given that absolutely everything. That's a costly over. Bowler just couldn't find the right line and length. Gentle knock by the batsman. Batsman gets a single. What a sight for the bowler. The ball crashes into the stumps. Batsman gets the connection. Almost a catch for the bowler. Chopped on! The team couldn't chase the target and lost the match by a wide margin. Brilliant performance from the